Did you know that over half of people our age struggle with poor circulation and most don't even realize it? What if I told you the solution might be sitting right in your fruit bowl? Not a pill, not a fancy gadget, just real food. Can something as simple as a pomegranate or a handful of grapes really bring the spark back? Could the right fruit actually make your heart and your love life feel 20 years younger? Well, I've lived through more than 6 decades of life, and let me tell you, sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's uncover the 10 fruits that improve circulation after 60 number 7 might just surprise you. Pomegranate and watermelon, naturally boosting nitric oxide. When I was younger, I never gave much thought to circulation. But after I turned 65, I started noticing little things: cold feet, even in warm weather, slower healing, and let's be honest, a drop in energy where it used to matter most. That's when I came across 2 fruits that changed the way I thought about aging: pomegranate and watermelon. Let's start with the pomegranate. You've seen it deep red, a bit tough on the outside, but filled with jewel-like seeds inside. I remember the first time I tried fresh pomegranate juice. Tart, rich, and oddly energizing. Later, I learned that this fruit helps increase nitric oxide by up to 30%. That's the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. More blood flow, less pressure, and yes, better vitality. And it's not just the nitric oxide. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that keep our blood vessels young and flexible. For someone like me, who'd rather chew fruit than swallow another pill, that's good news. Now, watermelon. What a surprise that was. I used to think of it as just a summer treat for the grandkids. Turns out, it's packed with something called citrulline. Your body turns that into arginine, and from there into nitric oxide. It's like nature's own version of those little blue pills folks whisper about. Except with watermelon, there are no side effects unless you count sticky fingers on a hot day. Together, pomegranate and watermelon form a powerful team. One supports nitric oxide directly. The other gives your body the building blocks to make more. I started blending the two into smoothies. Sometimes with a little ice and mint. It's delicious, and honestly, I feel better, more alert, more active, more like myself again. If you've been wondering how to improve your circulation without prescriptions or complicated routines, start with these 2. They're simple, natural, and surprisingly effective. After all, when it comes to feeling young again, sometimes the answer really is as sweet as fruit. Blueberries and strawberries, protecting blood vessels and boosting collagen. Some mornings, I like to sit by the window with a warm bowl of oatmeal. What makes it special isn't just the oats, it's the handful of blueberries and strawberries I sprinkle on top. They remind me of summers spent picking berries with my grandchildren. Sweet, juicy, and full of life. But these little fruits offer more than just memories. They're powerful allies for those of us looking to stay healthy and keep our circulation strong after 60. Let's talk about blueberries first. These tiny, deep blue gems are packed with something called anthocyanins. That's what gives them their rich color. But more importantly, it's what helps calm inflammation in the body. As we age, inflammation becomes a bigger problem. It stiffens our blood vessels and slows everything down. Anthocyanins help relax and soften the walls of our blood vessels, letting blood flow more freely. I've noticed that since adding blueberries to my daily routine, I feel a little lighter on my feet and a bit more clear-headed in the afternoons. Strawberries, with their bright red hue and heart-like shape, offer their own kind of magic. They're full of ellagic acid and vitamin C. Those may sound like fancy words, but what they do is simple and vital. They help your body make collagen. And collagen is what keeps your blood vessels strong but flexible, like good garden hose that bends but doesn't crack. When blood vessels stay supple, circulation improves, and that can lift everything from your energy to your mood. There's also another benefit. Both strawberries and blueberries help your body produce more nitric oxide. That's the molecule we talked about with pomegranates. It helps blood vessels open up and keeps everything flowing smoothly. Now, I'm not saying a bowl of berries will turn back the clock, but I will say this. When I take the time to enjoy these fruits, I feel better. And over time, those little improvements add up. Less stiffness, warmer hands, even a little more spark in the evenings. If you're looking for fruits that improve circulation, start with these. They're easy to find, easy to enjoy, and your body will thank you for a bite at a time. Kiwi and red grapes, lowering blood pressure and fighting vascular aging. There's something comforting about a simple bowl of fruit on the kitchen table. It brings a sense of calm, of taking care of yourself in the most natural way. That's how I began including kiwi and red grapes in my daily routine, and over time, I started to feel the difference. Kiwi may be small and fuzzy, but don't let that fool you. Inside, it's a powerhouse. Just one kiwi is packed with vitamins more than an orange, in fact. This helps our bodies produce collagen, the protein that keeps our blood vessels strong and flexible. As we age, we make less collagen. Our vessels become stiff. That's when blood pressure starts creeping up and circulation slows down. But kiwi helps ease that tension. It supports those blood vessels and helps them do what they were built to move blood smoothly from head to toe. Now let's talk about red grapes. Sweet, juicy, and easy to enjoy by the handful. But their real gift lies in something called resveratrol. I didn't know much about it at first. But once I learned how it protects blood vessels from damage, I started paying attention. Resveratrol helps stop inflammation in its tracks. It also fights oxidative stress, the kind of wear and tear that builds up over the years. Even more impressive, it supports the body's natural repair systems, helping blood vessels recover and stay young. I've started keeping a small bunch of red grapes in the fridge. It's a simple habit. Pop a few in the afternoon, maybe after a walk. Sometimes I'll slice a kiwi in half and eat it with a spoon, just like I did when I was a kid. These aren't just snacks, they're small acts of care, moments of peace that also help my circulation stay strong. If you're like me and looking for fruits that improve circulation, don't overlook these two. They're gentle, effective, and easy to enjoy. And over time, they may just help your heart and your whole body feel a little younger each day. Apple and avocado, strengthening endothelial health. There's something timeless about an apple. I remember packing one in my lunchbox every day as a boy. Crisp, sweet, simple. But only recently did I learn how powerful this fruit can be for our heart sand, more specifically, for the lining of our blood vessels, known as the endothelium. As we age, that thin layer inside our arteries can stiffen and weaken. When that happens, circulation slows, pressure rises, and the body begins to feel less like it used to. Apples, though, are rich in a compound called quercetin. It's a natural antioxidant that helps protect the endothelium from stress and damage. I found that eating an apple a day doesn't just bring back old habits, it helps my body work a little more like it used to. Blood flows smoother, energy feels steadier. And something about that crisp first bite still makes me smile. Now let's talk about the avocado. When I was younger, we didn't eat avocados much. They weren't common in our grocery stores, but these days, they've become one of my favorite foods. Creamy, rich, and surprisingly good for your heart. Unlike butter or processed spreads, avocados are full of monounsaturated fats, the kind your body needs to protect your arteries. They also contain potassium, a mineral that helps relax the walls of your blood vessels. That's something we could all use more of as the years go on. I like to mash a ripe avocado on toast, sprinkle it with a bit of salt and lemon, and pair it with slices of apple on the side. It makes a light, nourishing lunch, and I know it's doing more than just filling my stomach. It's helping my endothelium stay healthy and strong. If you're looking for fruits that improve circulation, this pair is gentle but powerful. Apples clean and protect. Avocados relax and support. Together, they help your blood vessels do their job day after day. And in this season of life, that's one of the best gifts we can give ourselves. Mango and orange, fighting oxidative stress and improving circulation. Some days, I miss the warmth of summers past. The sun, the breeze, the smell of citrus in the air. That's probably why I started keeping mangoes and oranges on my kitchen counter. Their color alone lifts my mood. But over time, I discovered they do a lot more than brighten the room. They help keep my blood flowing strong and steady. Let's begin with mango. Soft, golden, and sweet. I grew up thinking it was a rare treat. Now it's part of my weekly routine. Mango is rich in beta-carotene and full of vitamins A and C. These nutrients help fight something called oxidative stress. You may not see it, but it's happening inside our bodies every day. Like rust on a pipe, oxidative stress wears away at our cells, especially our blood vessels. Mango works like a gentle polish, helping clean that damage and protect what's still strong. Oranges, on the other hand, have long been part of my life. I still remember peeling them as a boy, the juice running down my fingers. But today, I eat them with a deeper purpose. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, which not only helps the immune system, but also supports the health of blood vessels. They also contain a powerful compound called hesperidin. That name may sound unfamiliar, but what it does is simple. It helps increase nitric oxide, which tells blood vessels to relax and open. That means better flow, better oxygen, and more life in every step you take. I've started making a little habit of pairing the two. A few slices of mango in the morning, an orange in the afternoon. Sometimes I mix them into a salad or blend them into a smoothie. It's refreshing, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something kind for my heart. If you're looking for fruits that improve circulation, look no further than these two. Mango and orange bring color, flavor, and vitality to your plate. And after 60, that kind of nourishment isn't just helpful, it's essential. Incorporating fruits into your daily meals. I've always believed that food should bring both joy and nourishment. These days, I find that the right fruits can do both, especially when they're chosen to support circulation. It doesn't take much to make them a part of daily life. With a little thought, every meal becomes a quiet step toward better health. Each morning, I start with a smoothie. It's simple, refreshing, and full of purpose. I blend pomegranate juice with a peeled kiwi and a handful of strawberries. The taste is bright and clean. It wakes me up better than coffee ever did. I know, with every sip, I'm helping my blood flow just a little smoother. For breakfast, I often turn to oatmeal. I top it with slices of apple and a small handful of blueberries. The warmth of the oats mixed with the tartness of fruit feels comforting, like a quiet morning by the fire. These simple ingredients help protect my blood vessels, gently and naturally. At lunch, I make a salad. I like to toss together watermelon cubes and sliced avocado with a few greens, maybe a dash of olive oil. The sweetness of the melon and the creaminess of the avocado pair so well, it hardly feels like I'm eating something healthy. But I know it's doing good work inside, helping my heart and circulation. Mid-afternoon, when I need a pick-me-up, I reach for an orange or a small bunch of red grapes. They're sweet, easy to eat, and they keep me feeling steady. No crashes. Just a gentle lift. Dinner can be simple too. Sometimes I make a mango and pomegranate salsa. I dice both fruits, mix in a bit of chopped onion and cilantro, and spoon it over grilled chicken or fish. It's colorful, bright, and full of flavor. It feels like a little celebration on my plate. And when the day winds down, I treat myself to a warm baked apple sprinkled with cinnamon. Or I mix a few leftover berries into a small bowl for dessert. It's a sweet way to close the day, knowing I've done something good for my body. Eating well after 60 doesn't have to be complicated, just thoughtful. With the right fruits in the right places, every meal becomes an easy way to support circulation and enjoy every bite along the way. Special smoothie, bedroom boost. There comes a time in life when we stop chasing quick fixes and start looking for what truly works. That's how I came across something I now call my bedroom boost. It's not a pill. It's not a secret recipe handed down from generations. It's a smoothie, simple, delicious, and built from fruits that improve circulation naturally. Every ingredient in this drink has a purpose. I start with 1 cup of pomegranate juice. It's rich, deep, and powerful. It helps open the blood vessels and get things moving again. Then I add 1 cup of fresh watermelon, sweet and full of life. Watermelon gives the body the tools to keep that blood flowing. Together, these two are a strong foundation. Next, I pour in half a cup of mixed berries, usually strawberries and blueberries. They add color and flavor, but also protect the lining of the blood vessels. Then comes the ingredient that surprises people: half an avocado. Creamy, smooth, and full of healthy fats. It adds body to the smoothie, and it helps support strong, flexible vessels from the inside out. Finally, I finish with a splash of orange juice, just enough to brighten the flavor. That little bit of citrus lifts the whole blend. It brings in vitamin C and a little hesperidin, helping every other ingredient do its job better. I blend it all until smooth. Pour it into a tall glass, and when I take the first sip, it feels like I'm doing something kind for my body, not just for energy, but for connection, for intimacy. After 60, these moments matter, and this smoothie helps keep the spark alive. I don't claim it's magic, but I will say this: since adding it to my morning routine, I've noticed a difference, not just in how I feel, but in how I show up for the people I love. If you're looking for something natural, something real, give this smoothie a try. It just might surprise you, just like it did me. Practical advice: staying consistent and keeping variety. At this stage in life, I've learned that real change comes from small things done every day. A quiet habit, a gentle reminder. When it comes to better circulation, fruits have become one of those daily anchors for me. But it's not about eating the same thing over and over. It's about staying consistent and keeping things interesting. I aim for 2 to 3 servings of fruit each day. That sounds simple enough, but I found it helps to plan a little. I keep a few apples in a bowl by the door, a small bunch of grapes on the counter. When fruit is visible, I'm more likely to reach for it. It becomes a natural part of my day, not something I have to think too hard about. I like to switch it up. One day I'll have a mango with breakfast. The next, maybe a kiwi or some blueberries in my cereal. Variety isn't just good for nutrition, it keeps my taste buds awake. Every fruit brings its own kind of support. Some help the blood flow better, others calm inflammation. Together, they create a steady rhythm for my body to follow. Hydration matters too. I used to forget to drink water. Now, I keep a pitcher on the kitchen table with a few slices of orange or cucumber floating inside. It's simple, but inviting. I sip more often, and it helps everything from my skin to my joints to how well blood moves through my body. None of this feels like work. It feels like care, like I'm tending a garden inside myself. If you're looking to make a real difference in how you feel, try building these small habits into your day. Keep the fruit nearby. Change it up every week. Drink water with a little color. Let these quiet choices become a part of your routine. Over time, they will do what no medicine can: support your body gently every single day. That's how we stay strong. That's how we keep going. Vascular health, the key to an active life. After 60. When I was younger, I thought good health was about strong bones and a steady heart. But now, after many years and lessons, I've come to understand that healthy blood flow is just as important. In fact, it's the quiet engine behind almost everything we enjoy: energy, focus, intimacy, and a sense of being truly alive. Good circulation means that every part of your body is getting what it needs. Your muscles move with ease. Your mind feels clear. You wake up feeling ready instead of worn out. And yes, it even supports a healthy love life, something that still matters deeply, even as the years pass. I've noticed that when my circulation is strong, so is my spirit. I can walk farther, I can think more clearly. I feel like myself, just steadier, calmer, more grounded. That's what vascular health gives us, not just longer years, but better ones. The fruits we've talked about, pomegranate, blueberries, kiwi, orange, and the restige, play a part in keeping that inner river flowing. They don't promise miracles, but they do bring real, lasting support. With every bite, they feed your blood vessels, ease pressure, and help your body do what it was designed to do. And this isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about choosing to live fully, to have the strength to garden, to play with grandkids, to share a long walk with someone you love. It's about staying curious, connected, and present. If you've been wondering where to begin, start with your plate. Let the colors of fruit guide your choices. Make it simple. Make it daily. Over time, these small steps will add up to something far bigger. A body that moves with ease, a mind that stays sharp, and a heart that keeps on loving well into your golden years. That, to me, is what real vitality looks like. Conclusion. So there you have it in simple fruits that can gently support your circulation, restore energy, and even bring new warmth to your love life. I've seen the difference myself. A smoother walk, a clearer mind, a quiet confidence that returns, little by little, with each mindful bite. If you're wondering where to begin, just start with one. Add it to your breakfast, your lunch, or your afternoon tea. Let it become a small, steady gift you give yourself each day. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit will you try first? Leave a comment below, and if this video spoke to you, share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. There's more to come, and I'd be honored to walk this journey with you.